Raccoon Life 20 just subscribed for 7 months.
Hello, welcome in. Just finishing some quick setup. But hello Raccoon, hello Somya, congrats on first Somya. How are you guys today? There you go. Ta-da, surprise! I don't know why she's blurry. She wasn't blurry a minute ago, but surprise! I have an October model. Which took me forever to make. But, good morning, welcome in. Game's actually running kind of smooth, which is surprising. I probably jinxed it though. Well, yeah, she's very different from my previous model. But it's just for the month of October, then I'll probably swap back. But yeah. Good morning, good morning. I thought I had everything ready and I guess I was wrong. I'm trying to move a little fast because I didn't want you guys to see a couple of the emotes I added before I showed off the new model, but I realized I activated the emotes already, so I was like, oop, I gotta move fast. Gonna take a minute, but it's kind of cute too. I thank you. Yeah, she's meant to be a little scary, a little spooky, but more cute than anything. Hopefully. And it was kind of nice drawing a different style of emotes compared to what I was doing before. Actually, if anything, it was easier. The emotes were so easy to make in comparison. Hope all's well with everyone. All is good for me. I'm exhausted, so it'll probably be a short stream. And I feel bad I haven't been streaming as much lately, but I am well for the most part. But how are you, Raccoon? How are things? I am gonna get this storyline going.
Would you like me to relay your message?
Because it always takes forever. I'm so behind on the story. You're okay making dig notes this time, so it's taking some time. Gotcha. Yep, I'm exhausted. I should be doing my midterms, or at least studying and doing things, but I'm here instead, so... Hi Sapphire, welcome in. Good morning. You probably just got home. Oh, I hit the control button again by accident.
Earlier at the Palace of Astrum, I introduced these guests from the Astral Express to you, Elder White. But with all the people around, we only exchanged pleasantries. Now, I'd like to officially introduce them to you. These three braved great dangers, accompanying me into perilous places,
you a new place.
defeating the chief culprit Van
and also thank you for the resub,
and uncovering the conspiracies of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus.
Not say anything.
If you wish to know more, please
it's very much appreciated.
Feel free to ask us.
Well, I skimmed through the reports about the Arbor's rebirth from the Master Divine.
Oh, okay. That makes much more sense now.
She's been summoned to the Yuchue for questioning. There are a lot of doubts within the Alliance about this whole situation. But despite all that, I believe in you. Since you joined the ranks, you have repeatedly achieved remarkable feats. After the High Cloud Quintet each went their separate ways, despite the many criticisms within the Alliance, the Marshal still stood firm against the dissenting voices and entrusted the Lawfu to you. Over the years, you've served the Alliance with loyalty and wisdom. You've taken down abominations in
thank you,
Thalassa,
Raccoon. That's really
rescued the Xianzhou Yuchue from a
I
siege,
still like to show my
and
appreciation.
destroyed the
I just
demonic
have, like,
planet summoned
a
by the
single brain
denizens
cell.
of abundance. I still remember those battles vividly.
Movie time shoot, yeah.
There are fools
At least
who
as long
doubt
as I
your
can stay
loyalty.
awake.
They're happy
so
to see
it might
the
not be
divine
very long,
foresight
but
fail because it gives them some kind of
we are
sick
so behind in
satisfaction.
storyline right now.
They haven't achieved anything of their own, so they feed off the failures of others. But I've seen enough failures in my time, and I want
Movie
to believe
time?
that your loyalty
the Honkai
has
Star
never
Rail
wavered.
storyline is essentially just us watching a lot of dialogue happen.
So,
and
General
every now and then I
Fei Xiao
get
of
to do a
Yao
fight.
Qing is the only one
So
investigating
anytime
the
I do the
Ambrosial
main
Arbor
story,
crisis on
it's
behalf
mostly
of the
just us watching
Alliance?
a movie. Like now.
No. I am too.
This old man's words always catch me off guard.
And it's always
Marshal
so
ordered
hard to
me
keep up
come
with the
to
lore.
Xianzhou Lawfu.
I always end up
But
understanding
the
things
document
like
only says, attend the
afterward
war
and
dance
never during.
listen to Fei Xiao's questioning. No need for that. You're all important witnesses. The Marshal is well aware of Jing Yuan's purpose in holding the ceremony, and understands the situation he is facing. She mentioned it
Hey,
because
Katie,
she
save some,
believes
yeah.
both issues are important.
find something yummy.
Thanks for your kindness and sincerity, Elder Huayan. But is it appropriate to tell everyone here about the Marshal's orders?
Yeah, we find out
By
everything
introducing
anyway.
the Express's witnesses to me alone, aren't you aiming to discern the intentions behind both my actions and Fei Xiao's? And whether there's any discord between us? Well, since I'm being open and honest with you, I encourage you young folk to do the same. As for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis...
Yeah, I wish someone
all
warned
I
me
need to
too.
do is
I
listen.
feel it.
General Fei Xiao will be the one asking
Money
the
is hard to come
questions.
by these days.
To be
Feels
honest, I'm more concerned about the timely start of the war dance.
Of course, now that
Oh,
I've started
by the
school,
way,
I've started working
I
less, so
prepared a
that's
gift
not
for
helping.
the war dance.
Ooh, a gift? I want a gift. It's not for us, is it?
Yes, it's this case right here.
The case gleams with a muted— oh wait, hold on, turn off the auto so I can read this. This case gleams with a muted luster, crafted from the material neither wood nor metal. Its surface is masterfully woven with metallic threads, outlining an intricate pattern of lotus flowers.
There will be numerous contests and celebrations during the war
Been
dance.
saving, but it's never
and
enough.
the
I
main
feel that.
event will be the
I feel like I
Ringmaster's
never have a
challenge.
savings. And spicy sausage. Spicy is delicious.
The host will dispatch a skilled warrior to take on challengers from all over the cosmos.
At least that's my opinion.
Showcasing the excellent martial arts of the Xianzhou Lawfu. When you mentioned that the Astral Express would be attending the ceremony, I thought the High Elder of the Lawfu would be the ringmaster.
You humor me, Elder Huayan. The healer lady is just a young lady who knows nothing about martial arts. How can I assign her as the
He was
ringmaster?
looking at Don Hung, not...
I'm no match to you when it comes to joking.
What's this box for? Why don't you open it, General Huayan?
This sword case is intended for the War Dance's award. It's empty now, but in a few days, a precious sword will be delivered and stored inside.
I brought a
I
gift,
don't mean to
but the
boast
gift isn't
about
here
our
yet.
skills, but this sword represents the pinnacle of the Zhu-Ming's craftsmanship.
That's true, a burrito
It
would
has
be
a
more
legendary history, full of heroic tales from foreign lands. Tales that are too detailed to be summarized in just a few words.
filling. I had the most delicious
Since the
quesadilla
delegation
today while I
delivering
was
the
at work.
sword hasn't arrived yet,
It was so
I'll
yummy.
just leave the case here for now.
It was filled with cheese and
I've
carne
been
asada
wondering
and sour
who
cream
would
and
be
lettuce.
worthy of such a sword. And then it hit me.
And it lasted me
I
2
can
whole
award
meals.
it to
'cause
the
was
champion
very
of the
filling.
Ringmaster's Challenge. The ceremony's champion is sure to be a perfect match for the sword. Moreover, I hear that Yen Qing is an excellent swordmaster, and that he will be representing the Lawfu as the Ringmaster. So
Aw,
it
they can
seems
give it
like a
to
perfect
him.
gift for him.
Thank you for your generosity, Elder Huayan.
And try to eat breakfast.
If
That's
you
when you're
want to
getting
give
home.
me a sword,
I gotcha. I
just
feel that.
say the word, Grandpa. No
I
need to
often
beat
skip
around the
breakfast,
bush.
Oh, turn the game
You've
down?
got
Yeah, I can do that.
confidence, my girl, but I don't think you
How
can
is
best
that?
Yen
Is that
Qing.
better?
I know you're all
I
about
had
swords,
the
Miss
OBS game
Yuli.
audio
It's just a
audio
shame
all the
that
way
it's
up because of the
sword
last
that
game we
ultimately
played,
chooses its rightful
and I forgot
master.
to turn it back down.
Yeah. And even if someone gets their hands
If that's
on
not
such
enough,
a
let me
precious
know.
sword, it'll probably end up in someone else's.
The outcome of our duel at the Alchemy Commission is still up in the air. Since you're interested, why don't you represent the Xianzhou Juming and challenge me in the ring?
I
That's
don't
exactly
think I
what
can
had
turn
in
myself
mind.
up anymore.
Nobody knows who's gonna come out on top. It could be me, could be someone else. It'll probably be me.
Good now? Okay, cool.
Whatever happens,
Yeah, the game audio in OBS was pretty high. I think, what was I playing last? Code Vein? Yeah, Code Vein was really quiet, so we ended up having to bump it up, and then I never put it back. It'll either be death or disaster when these two clash.
not to be rude or anything. We've been watching their drama. I'm dying to find out who beats who.
Quiet down. We have other guests here. I've prepared this sword to add some excitement to the ceremony, not to have you two squabble. It's not a good look for the Alliance. While you both seem confident that you'll win, you need to remember there can only be one winner and one loser in the ring, which could lead to hard feelings. Actually, I have an idea. We don't know who the winner will be, and it might not be either of you. But if you're eyeing that prize, you'll need to work together.
Alright, time to enter the
I
competition
want
and
you to
take it from
on an
both of
apprentice
them.
who will take part in the war dance and win at least one match.
Oh, wait.
How does that make sense?
In my humble opinion, while a Cloud Knight is commendable by securing victories, it's even more so to pass on your skills and spread the way of swordplay. I'd be greatly pleased if this apprentice could represent the Express in the war dance by displaying their Cloud Knight flair and prowess.
Well, Elder Huayan's idea is quite interesting. Imparting swordplay skills requires teamwork, and both the winner and the loser will learn a valuable lesson regardless of the outcome. The question is, whom should the two of them take as an apprentice?
Well, I already know who it is. That got spoiled for me.
Huh? Who? Wait, me?
Go, March!
I noticed just now that Miss March seemed quite interested in the outcome of your sword fight. So I thought, why not teach her the art of swordplay?
Oh, wait. Are you serious, General? Why am I being dragged into this all of a sudden? I've never practiced swordplay before. I'm a total newbie.
That's the point!
You really think I can learn it? Well, you'll probably realize I have no hope and give up on me. And that'd be so embarrassing.
Just accept your fate, March.
Isn't this a perfect chance for you? I remember you mentioning that you wanted to learn some sword moves.
I love that they gave us more voice lines.
Yeah,
It makes me so
I
happy.
did say that. But this is all happening so quickly, don't you think?
Miss March is like a piece of jade in the rough, just waiting to be shaped. The war dance is the perfect opportunity to see what heights she can reach.
I appreciate your kind words, General YN. But won't teaching me swordplay be a waste of Yanqing and Yunli's time? They should be preparing for the ceremony. Plus, I heard that each swordmaster has their own special moves. What if they let something slip while teaching me? If everyone knows each other's tactics, won't that make it hard to catch people off guard during the war dance?
That's considerate of you, March 7th. But don't worry. It'll take you at least a decade of hard training before you can even start learning special moves. No need to freak out. A few Juming swordplay tricks will mean you'll be more than equipped.
Really?
Looks like March's curiosity has been piqued.
It's nice that I'm not the
whole
one
point
getting
is
roped
to
into
know each
something.
other's moves.
It's
Defeating
her
your
turn.
opponent in just one move? How boring would that be? Plus, what really decides a swordsman's fate isn't some special move. It's the solid fundamentals.
So Miss Yunli has already agreed. What do you say, Yang Qing?
General, I haven't graduated yet. How can I be qualified to teach swordplay to others?
So you're admitting your defeat, huh? If you're not even confident to teach, why don't you let me be the ringmaster instead?
Yang Qing, teaching an apprentice is also a way of honing your own skills and gaining insights. You've been an apprentice for years. It's about time you looked at swordplay from another perspective.
I see, General. Then count me in.
He's so patient. It's so nice.
Now that Yang Qing has agreed too, it all comes down to Miss March giving her nod.
It's up to you to make the final decision, March.
At least that way, I won't have to worry about you accidentally shooting me in the butt all the time.
That's so mean.
Hey, I've never missed my target. Then I'm on board. Thank you for your kindness, General Huayan.
Great! Starting tomorrow, Yanqing and Yunli will teach you the basics of the Cloud Knight's swordplay. Yunli and I will head out and purchase some sword practice equipment for Miss March. Think of it as a little initiation gift.
Great, because we're poor.
You're too kind. Wait, you're giving me a gift? Shouldn't it be the other way around?
Huayan smiling silently, soon depart to see the divine. Oh, okay. Not
General
fast enough.
Huayan's gone. Wait, why does something feel off about what we talked about? I think we strayed off topic. How did things even
Your
get
poor
to this
too.
point?
We're all part of the same
Yeah.
club there.
I brought you here because the General said he had some important matters to discuss. But how in the world did Yunli and I suddenly become Miss March's swordplay mentors?
Fate.
Because General Huayan wants us to stick around on the Luofu for some time.
Aren't we here to attend the ceremony anyway?
But from his point of view, we're no different from all the other tourists who may leave at any time. Since the crew's actions were mentioned in the Luofu's operations log were given to the Alliance, he probably wants to see firsthand if we're as capable as the report claims, or if we're just some made-up excuse to save face. And he wants to see it for himself during the war dance, which is why he even dragged Yunli into this. What began as a simple contest between two sword masters has now evolved into you two collaborating to mentor March.
Elder Huayan is still that tricky general who likes to give everyone a headache.
Like a grandpa.
My apologies. Truth be told, I invited all of you to the ceremony because I wished
Crackers,
for you to
savory stuff,
act
and water. What
as
you
my
missed?
witnesses.
Not much. March
I
agreed
apologize
to
for
be
not disclosing
trained
this
by the two
information
kiddos
In
in
the
sword
coming
fighting.
weeks, I'll also invite
about
all
it.
of you to a meeting with General Fei Xiao, where you may need to answer her questions and clear up any doubts she might have. So please, be prepared for the meeting.
And then we talked about how we were poor. Let's see. No worries. Thank you for the
Don't
hydrate.
worry, General. No matter what happens, I'm prepared to stay here as the Express's witness. and answer any questions.
Oh, my blanket moody might be not working. Hold on, let me do it manually.
Thank you, everyone.
Boop.
General,
There you go.
I know there isn't much I can do
Pico,
to share
can you
your
stop
burden,
being a menace, honey?
but
Hmm?
as the Lawfu ringmaster,
My
I won't
cat's
let
just
anyone
got the
defeat me
zoomies
in
right
the
now.
war dance.
I know.
Made a blankie for this? Absolutely. I was prepared. I must have messed up the hotkeys though. But when I swapped the setup. But yes, I was prepared because I know Blanky is the favorite model redeem. So I wanted to make sure you guys had a Blanky option. It's just not orange because my shirt's orange, and I figured it would clash.
The illustrious Merlin's claw.
It
waiting
never.
for me?
That's true. It never
And for
did work
so
with
long,
Honkai Star
too.
Rail.
It's quite an honor. It's been a while, General Fish.
But yeah, I was prepared.
It's been 30 years since we
It's been
last
so
saw each
hard
other.
staying quiet
Right,
about
Yukong?
my
Yes.
October model.
Back then, you were the
It's
vanguard
been so
of the
difficult
Yaoqing's
not telling
Verdant
anybody.
Knights, and I was a pilot of the Law Fu's Rainbow Orbit Fleet. Who would have thought that upon meeting again, you'd be a general, and I'd have given up flying?
It took me a
Really
minute
does
to remember
feel
who
like a
Yukong
lifetime
was,
ago.
but I remember now. She's in charge of the Skyfaring Commission. Could have told you
I wouldn't
in like
say
a
I
day.
haven't seen you in 30 years.
I
After
know,
all,
I really
your
wanted
great
to surprise
victories are
everybody.
announced through the Yellow Bell resonance system every day, so I'm well aware of your great feats.
Yeah, the
How's your
biggest
health
reason I ended
holding
up with
up?
this extra model was just because
Still stable.
I took a
suppose.
couple days off of
Do you
work
still
and
remember the
school
medic
because
who
I was
saved
really
me in
burned
battle?
out and I missed drawing.
That healer with the
So,
odd name and peculiar
I
temperament.
was drawing a character
What was his
just
name again?
because,
Was it Pichu?
and then I didn't know how to
Kacho?
color her, and so I turned her into
Jiao
me.
Cho. He's
Essentially.
been my retainer and personal healer, delegated by the Alchemy Commission from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. Over the years, he's
I wasn't paying
dedicated
attention.
himself
They've been
to
throwing around a
managing
lot of
my
names.
Condition. It's thanks to him that I'm still in good health today.
Yeah, so she's got some sort of illness,
Given
don't know what.
my background, I'm happy to have made it this far.
Great
I'm
kid,
relieved
it
to
really
know that you're
was.
safe and sound. Well then, since
I've
you and
been
Elder Hua Yan
absolutely
are here,
burned out,
I
exhausted
imagine you must have
lately,
received orders
which
from
is
the
why we have
Marshal?
such a lack of streams.
As your friend, may I ask how
But
the Alliance
hopefully I'll be
intends to
back on
punish
track.
the General of the Lawfu?
The Arbor's rebirth has frightened the elders who lurk behind the scenes. They fear the resurgence of abominations, much like what happened 30 years ago.
Her eyes are very
Although
pretty.
the reports from the Lawfu explained all the details, we don't know if the Ruin Legion really invaded, or how exactly
Also
the
remember
Stoneron
you're drawing
hunters and
something
the
when
Astral
alcohol
Express
markers
became
don't know how to
involved.
use them.
This puzzle has been
YouTube and
missing
practice.
pieces. As you
Highly
know,
recommend
the
watch a
fugitive
couple
Jing
tutorials
Yuan,
because
who
markers
mysteriously
can be kind of
disappeared
scary
many
at
years ago,
first.
has resurfaced.
And then you'll
This
be good.
time, she has brought along an outworlder and a
And
coffin,
you'll have fun.
claiming to offer the Marshal a method to fight against the Eons. The Lawfu Preceptor has also leveled accusations against Jing Yuan for neglecting the Alliance's principles. She asserts that Jing Yuan enabled the exiled Imbibitor Lunae to re-enter the Lawfu, thereby unlocking the lunarescent depths within Scale Gorge Waterscape, which in turn disrupted the Vidyadhara's dutiful watch over the Ambrosial Arbor. It is for these reasons that I have come here to the Lawfu today. Well, duty calls. Perhaps I shouldn't have mentioned all of this to an uninvolved person, but since we once fought together, I didn't want to keep you in the dark.
Yeah, so she's not here for the festivities.
Perhaps
She's here
pretending
to
you didn't hear
investigate
any of
everything.
this would be for the best.
I understand. I'm sorry. I was out of line. I know I shouldn't be defending General Jing Yuan right now, but... well, you know how I am. The Lawfu has enjoyed centuries of stability since the end of the sedition of Imbibitor Lunae, much of which can be attributed to General Jing Yuan's masterful strategizing. Unfortunately, for a long-life species, enduring through the ages always culminates in a failure that undoes all previous achievements. A moment that our adversaries relish.
It's a burb carrying a light in the background.
That's true.
Yeah,
And
they're
that's why
kind
I'm
of.
also here for
They're,
another purpose.
what
to
are they
visit
called?
Hule.
I don't remember their
Hule?
official title, but essentially
You
they're
mean
like
that
messenger
Hule?
cranes.
The Borison Warhead?
The
And
they deliver
Who has been
packages.
imprisoned in the shackling prison for over
really
7
cool.
centuries?
The
You can have
nemesis
ice cream
of the
for breakfast. Yeah,
Foxians
you
who
can.
will never be forgiven and shall be imprisoned until the end of the cosmos. I can't
I've done
quite
that
remember
before,
the
ice cream for
exact wording,
breakfast.
But yes, the very same Hule.
Usually, only emissaries from the Xianzhou Yaoqing Skyfaring Commission visit him once every century. Why do you have to visit him now, of all times?
The Foxians and the Alliance made a pact to combat the abominations, aiming to achieve justice and free their kin. That werewolf monster is to be forever
I really hope they let
imprisoned
us
in
go to the
dark
shackling
recesses
prison.
Of the shackling
I
prison,
really want to go
facing
there.
unending retribution.
I don't think they're going to.
Given the situation on the Luofu, those
But
on
I
the
want to.
Yaoqing are concerned about Hule's imprisonment. I'm afraid that the routine visit every century is no longer sufficient to ease their concerns.
And
That's
winter,
why I
that's
was
true.
sent here, to
Apartment
reassure
complex you moved into has an indoor pool. Nice! That is amazing.
It's all bad news.
Well, not everything. There might be a silver lining. Oh, by the way, I found some clues about the thing you asked for.
Tell me more.
The Verdant Knights followed the route.
Now you see why we call it movie time.
Flame ship. Unfortunately, there were no survivors and no cargo. However, someone had already been on the scene before we arrived.
You know, they really love the Xianzhou. This is our third
people?
time coming back here.
Or someone from the IPC?
No, neither. Yukong,
Ooh.
have you heard of a person named Ron May?
Oh my. Okay, now this immediately got interesting. Them mentioning Ron May. She's part of the Genius Society. But last time we saw her, she made an entire freaking monster in the basement that almost killed us. Day after running around, you finally arrive at Petrichor Inn for a well-deserved rest. It has gym like a weight room. Nice! That's gonna be fun. I have finally started working out again, and I'm so sore. D2.
I'm still feeling sleepy. Did I oversleep? Where did March and Don Hung go?
They always let me oversleep. It's so nice of them.
There you are.
Well, it was a promise to General Huayan, after all. I woke up especially early, so I can start teaching Miss March swordplay.
Hey, why are you blushing, Master Yanqing?
This is, the first time someone has called me Master. I need to, get used to it. Ahem. Let me make it clear. Swordplay training is about improving your body, mind, and strength. It's not a casual game you can master overnight.
Man, I want to learn swordplay.
Promise General Huayan that I teach you Cloud Knight swordplay, so you can participate in the war dance and defeat at least one opponent.
I don't have the time
I'll do
for
my
that,
best,
though.
but if you break your master's rules...
What will you do?
Is it too late for regrets? I'm already regretting my impulsive decision.
Honestly, I'm not sure what I'll do either, because I've never been a teacher before. So, Miss March, please behave and don't skip classes. Or complain.
Don't
You
complain.
need to toughen up and train her properly, Master Yanqing. Don't go easy on her.
You're so heartless.
You're welcome, March. This is much
By
deserved.
the way, where's Yun Li?
I love you, but much
I've
deserved.
found a quiet spot in the back garden of the Palace of Astrum for our first lesson together.
March 7th with you and okay. That's fast. She spoke. Yeah! That's what I was saying earlier. I think you missed that part. I think you're getting your snack. Over the course of these updates, they're slowly adding more voice lines to the Trailblazer, and it makes me so happy.
First day, and you two are already late? Why is everyone on the Lawfu so laid back? So disappointing.
Master Yunli, you're already here. Sorry for keeping you waiting.
Oh, wait. Were you trying to teach her in secret? That's sneaky.
I'm just showing you what Lawfu etiquette is all about. She might be my apprentice, but it's customary for the master to personally escort their apprentice to the place of learning. As the host, I'll be teaching Miss March the essence of Lawfu swordplay, after which she'll emerge victorious in the war dance ring. You won't be complaining about Lawfu swordplay then.
It's obvious that the different
aside,
parts of the
Rookie.
Alliance have
Let me
different
show you
styles
how we
of
Junming
swordplay
swordmasters treat their
and teachings.
apprentices.
So I don't know why they thought this was gonna work well.
Over here, Miss March. This is a reverse mentorship gift from me to you. I hope you put it to good use.
That's gonna be her new outfit. March is the only other character that's getting a alternate so far.
So beautiful.
Ironically, when
practice
Don Hun got
requires
a
precise
new
movements.
path, he got just a
This
whole new
outfit is
character.
tailored to fit perfectly and allows for smooth movements. I even added some small accessories. I put a lot of thought into it.
They're just trying to win her over.
You're awesome, Master Yunli.
See? See? How can you compete with me? I'll teach March 7th the essence of Junming swordplay so she can win the contest with my sword skills.
Actually, I've prepared something too.
Huh? You have a gift for me too, Master Yanqing?
Since you want to learn swordplay, Miss March, you'll need suitable weapons. So, I went out of my way to prepare a pair of swords overnight.
They're all in her style, too.
Unfortunately, I didn't have time to ask the craftsman to customize the swords for you. But I did my best to choose ones that look nice and are suitable for a beginner. I hope you like them, Miss March.
Thank you, Master Yanqing.
Bet you didn't see that one coming, did you, Yunli?
I'm sorry, but they're giving off the vibe of divorced
real
parents
competition
trying to win
is
over
just
their
getting
kid.
started.
I'm so lucky to have two great masters. But why does it feel like things are getting a bit weird?
'Cause it is.
So
That
what do you
outfit
think,
is
Masters?
so cute.
Does this outfit suit me?
Her hair is so cute.
Perfect. I chose it carefully. It's perfect for beautiful young swordswomen like you and me.
Alright, let's get started with the training. The person next to me is a Cloud Knight instructor I've brought in. For your first lesson, try exchanging a couple of moves with him.
Wait. We're having actual combat training for the first lesson? Isn't that a bit too intense?
Well, I heard you have some experience with archery and martial arts. The first thing we're going to do is see just how strong your fundamentals are. Come on, step forward and strike with the sword in the most natural way you can think of. It's important for us to grasp your natural movements so we can decide where to start and what you need to learn.
If you're ready, let's begin.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Don't worry, March, I got you. Oh, can I talk to them first? Yeah, yes, I know I'm in March 7th POV, thank you.
Well, I heard you have some experience with archery and martial arts. Come on.
Okay, it's just the same. I don't think there's anywhere to explore either. It'll probably lock me. Okay, let's just do it.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready. But please go easy on me.
Then I apologize in advance, Miss March.
I love that there's a little training dummy right next to it. Ah, it was doing so well. Come on, you can do it. Enter combat. There you go.
Ready to shine.
Now rest, Miss March. You're still inexperienced with the sword. Why don't you use your skill first and learn a few from me? Oh, it's a support. Interesting.
Please have some tea. Pay close attention, Miss March.
She feels attacks and accumulate charge.
Swift and
Okay.
agile in your movements.
We're gonna take the speed off so I can actually see everything.
Blade in flight! Right on time. Practice is over. Swords descend!
We actually just got him as a character recently. Like, he's
Ignore
been
him.
out, but
Strength
I just
is
got him as a
everything.
character recently.
Like this?
It's interesting that her first one is or this one is still a support move. I'd have thought they'd have given her a combat skill.
Time for some sword play!
Yes, you!
Okay, we'll speed up now.
How many can you block?
Strike while the iron is hot. Slap! I could take 10 of you. Melt!
I don't think I needed to use that. That's
Nice
fine.
job! Severing mountains! I'm starting to get the hang of it.
Sword play. Strike with heart.
Oh, I get it.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, we've got 7 now. So it's gonna do something.
What? With a true heart and focused mind. Here I come. Right on time. Time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon. White Tiger. Eating less carbs. Watch this! What
Eating
are you
less
mumbling about?
carbs? What?
Isn't this a sword technique? Shouldn't I be saying something cool?
Yes, you! Blade in flight!
Yeah!
A one-time enemy!
It's like, I get it,
Within
but at the
self,
same
not
time,
the
like, what the
sword.
heck?
Practice is over. Sword
It was very
descend.
cute, though. It was very pretty. And it definitely looked like their skills of training her looked so random.
You'll make good practice. Here you go, Master!
Right on time. Yes, you! How many can you block?
Ready to shine. Nice job!
Right on time.
Time to show you what I can. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this!
It's even better sped up. That's great. That's funny.
Descend to Earth!
Amazing. Agreed. That's hilarious. I love her little. I love her
didn't
new
expect
path.
the first lesson to be so intense.
Miss March has quick hands and a flexible body. She's a perfect fit for practicing Lawfu swordplay.
However, she lacks strength, and her strikes were a bit unfocused. But don't worry, that's totally normal for beginners. Once she starts practicing Juming swordplay, she'll make heaps of progress.
They're still on different pages.
Given the situation, I believe Miss March should start by working on her strength.
Seriously, do you actually know anything about swordplay, or what?
I could ask you the same thing. Dual swords require agility. So what's more important than footwork?
Instead of focusing on her strengths, we should address her weaknesses. The drawback of wielding two swords is not generating enough force. What good is being quick on your feet if you don't have strength? It's not like we're dancing here.
Skilled sword masters know how to play to their strengths and work on their weaknesses. Start with what you're good at, then tackle your weaknesses. That's the right way to learn.
You're quite the theorist, huh?
Theorist? You claim to be able to talk to swords. So what does that make you? A lunatic?
Hey, it's only my first lesson, and you're already arguing. Come on, calm down, Masters. I'll have to improve both my footwork and strength anyway, so it doesn't matter which one comes first.
But it does matter! Just listen to me, March 7th!
Aww.
Poor March. Oh wow, they give it to me right away. I was this close to unlocking this? Oh my gosh. I never built up my original March either, so... Level 50. Yeah, I didn't build her up at all, jeez. She's never gonna learn conflict handling or trauma fair. She probably will. Alright, well let's equip her with something at least.
We did it! This is what they mean by no pain, no gain.
See, I have a lot for the hunt, but not really leveled up. That has to do... The hunt usually often all has to do with crit. I don't really want to use something I have attached to someone else, because I usually specify. We could probably use Final Victor for now, that should be fine. And then I can change it later. Let's level this up a little bit. I don't have anything. That's fine. We can work on it more later. We'll just pop recommended for now. Yeah, this is all on speed and crit, which makes sense. But I want to specify stuff later. Let's favorite her so that I don't lose her. Okay. Time marches on, the days turn to more. Okay, so we're speeding up now.
Mr. Yang and Pom Pom. We're all good here on the Xianzhou Lafu, so no need to
She's
worry.
eating.
By the way, how's your trip going? As for me, I've somehow become the apprentice to 2 Cloud Knight sword masters, and I've been honing my sword skills with their guidance. One of them is Yanqing, the boy we've all met before. The other is Yun Li, the granddaughter of General Hua Yan from the Xianzhou Juming. Both masters are super strict, giving me a real taste of how hard sword training can be. I tried to drag her into this, but she refused. Then I tried to rope Dan Heng in, but Master Yanqing wouldn't have it. Still, I didn't let the difficulty get to me. In just a few weeks, my sword skills have improved a lot. Both my masters think I have unique talents in swordplay, and are literally fighting each other to teach me their skills. Thanks to their guidance, I've actually made some progress. When I get back to the Express, I'll definitely show off my skills and impress you all.
Yeah.
Looking forward to your reply. Yours, March 7th.
Days and nights fly by in the delve as the war dance fast approaches. Under the strict supervision of her 2 masters, March 7th trains tirelessly, almost developing tennis elbow. Oh no. On that day, after the sword training,
Well done. Let's call it a day.
Miss March's sword skills are really coming along. She'll hold her own just fine in the war dance.
Yeah.
Just you wait and see. I'll show off my skills in the ring and win a match. I'll make both of you proud.
Can you believe it?
Most people having
March
tennis
7th
elbow don't
has
actually play tennis.
become a
Oh
pretty
no.
decent sword master in such a short time. Now I understand why Grandpa always had a grin on his face while training me.
Are you sure he wasn't laughing at you?
Oh, shut up!
It's all thanks to your amazing guidance, Masters.
Miss March, you're really getting the hang of wielding dual swords. If you're keen on advancing, trying out different Xianzhou blades could improve your touch.
Let me see. Which sword is the most powerful? Single sword? Great sword? Or maybe a flying sword?
There's no such thing as the most powerful sword. It's all about the skill of the sword master. Yanqing wields several flying swords, while I only wield one. But remember how
Good
I
way to
kicked his
introduce
butt
new
at the
attack.
alchemy
Yeah,
competition?
it is. I'm really happy with this. This is fun.
First, you didn't kick my butt. Second, you'll never kick my butt. Third, how about we settle this right
Oh,
now
don't start
and
a
see
fight.
who kicks whose butt?
Yeah, I'm up for that. And if I kick your butt, you'll drop out of the war dance.
Poor
Deal?
March. She's probably been dealing with this the entire time.
Why are you two arguing again? I thought things had been improving between you lately.
There was talk that the leading disciples of the Law Fu and Juming generals were supposed to face off in the war dance, but for some reason, they suddenly teamed up to train an apprentice of their own. Turns out, the rumors are true. Tomorrow is the big day of the war dance. Shouldn't you two be focusing on honing your skills instead of teaching swordplay here?
You're... Oh, that's right! You're the pink-haired fox from the Yaoqing!
Pink-haired fox. I don't know. I'm playing as March. This makes it more difficult to choose. She would giggle.
What are you laughing at? You've got pink hair too.
Mine's cuter.
I'm Zhao Chou, the healer working for the general of the Xianzhou Yaoqing.
Pink-haired fox.
got it.
Yeah.
So,
Great
you're
minds
the
think alike.
participant attending the war dance on behalf of the Yaoqing. And you were trying to sneak a peek at our training?
Sorry for the misunderstanding. I don't know anything about martial arts. I'm just here on the general's orders to take care of some official business. I didn't mean to interrupt your training. I'll be on my way.
If you know nothing about martial arts, why were you smirking earlier?
Well, my curiosity got the better of me, I suppose. When I heard Miss March's pondering about what to learn, I couldn't help but wander over. From my professional experience, cleavers, slicers, chopping knives, and carving knives are all just tools. Kind of like frying, sautéing, boiling, and deep frying in cooking. They're just ways for people to show off their skills. How you use them really depends on the ingredients you're working with. It's like your sword teaching methods. If you align your ingredient, in other words, your apprentice's natural tendencies, with the right cooking method, by which I mean the teaching method that best
He's a
suits
chef,
her,
by the way,
she'll
if
make
it wasn't
double the
obvious.
progress in half the time. For example, golden eggplant tastes best when fried, cloud peppers when stir-fried, and yellow boulder beef when simmered. It's all about discovering the nature of the ingredients. Apprentice.
All the options are I'm getting hungry.
All this hungry.
Are you a healer? Why are you talking about food?
Fun fact, I don't think he's actually
Well,
a healer
it's
in
just
his
a
gameplay.
metaphor. The medicinal school I follow on the Xianzhou Yaoqing is called the Ranja School. That
I
specializes
unfortunately
in
missed
food
his banner
therapy.
because that's when I was taking
So
some
it's
time
only
away
natural
from
that I
Honkai
know a
Star
thing or
Rail,
two about
so I don't have him as a character.
So, you're the general's cook?
Food heal. Yeah, that's true.
I'm a healer. But anyway, a cook who isn't interested in health doesn't make for a good advisor. Fine. Call me a cook if you want. Seeing the way you're looking at me, it's obvious you think I'm just some feeble academic who likes to blabber on about martial arts. But, in reality, I know a thing or two about killing. After all, the art of healing inherently encompasses
He's using
both life
chopsticks for his
and
hair.
death.
He might be, but there's also, I think they're called hairpins that essentially, they essentially look like chopsticks, but it's very normal for a lot of Asian cultures to have something like hairpins that'll look similar to this to help hold your hair up.
Seriously? Trying to save face in front of kids? Ugh.
Do you recognize this bottle of medicine in my hand?
No?
No.
This is called tumble dust.
Hey, peek out!
An extract from an exotic flower named Yabra.
Is it poison?
You know,
Well,
so you know,
depends on
yeah,
how
but
it's
still.
With just one
It
drop,
Pika just
it's
forced
able
his
to
way onto my
numb a
lap,
patient's body during
pulled
surgery,
my
making them
earbuds out of
painless
my
throughout the
head, off
entire
my head, and
process.
then jumped back down.
However, increase
Little
the dose
butthead.
or the potency, and it'll slow the metabolism, making the blood thin and resulting in the loss of all senses.
Dude, I
Even
stopped listening for
long-life
5
species
seconds,
cannot
and you're
escape
talking
its
about
effects.
poisoning people? My goodness.
This thing,
All
can
the
save
zoomies,
lives
absolutely. They've
or
had
take
so much energy lately.
It's more powerful than the swords in your hands.
That may be so, but still, I prefer settling things with a sword than, you know.
Huh.
I just wish his zoomies weren't
Looks
so
like I did get
chaotic.
you all wrong. You're not a feeble scholar, but a sinister and despicable one.
Hey, why the insults all of a sudden? I'm just sharing some medical knowledge here, not persuading you to poison
Because you were trying to
anyone.
be impressive, and they all took it the wrong way.
Seems like you get real excited when talking about poison. I can't tell if that's an honorable thing or sinister.
Picture this. Two individuals.
Pika just sat on Tarzan,
The
another
one
fighting.
standing is full of malice.
Tarzan did not like
the other
that.
lying down is honorable and righteous. How can the one who's lying down label the one standing as sinister? In the throes of combat, where life and death hinge on a singular moment, every idea fades into nothingness.
You want cats? I recommend
The
it.
only
I love
thing that
having
matters
cats. They make me
is
so
staying
happy.
alive.
Even if they're buttheads.
Surviving the battlefield reshapes all notions of worth, be it integrity or treachery. In my eyes, their significance is negligible.
Perhaps you've underestimated Yunli and me, Mr. Jiaoqiu. We may be young, but we've seen our fair share of war.
No, they're young, but they're still a long life species. They've been around a while.
Well, then you should know that the war dance is nothing more than a contest. So why are you so focused on it?
When I was appointed as the ringmaster for the war dance, I asked the general, we Cloud Knights are supposed to charge into the fray and slay enemies. Why do we have to swing swords in a ring just to please an audience? And this is how the general replied. To unsheath your sword in a ring is no different than on the battlefield, as your sword reveals the might of all Cloud Knights. The war dance is the perfect chance to showcase martial virtue and forge alliances from all over the cosmos. When we unsheath the sword without drawing blood, we not only display our might, but also the martial virtue of the Cloud Knights.
That's quite an insightful statement, Yanqing. Well, My apologies for being so short-sighted. I've been on the Luofu for quite some time, but I haven't had the chance to see the ceremony venue for myself yet. Hearing you speak so highly of it has piqued my curiosity. Would you mind showing me around?
You want to see the Sky Splitter ship where the war dance will be held? Let's go! I bet Yun Li and Miss March haven't seen it either, right? Well then, I'll give you all a tour.
Okay, are we going? Are we going?
Let's go. I'll give you a tour of the Sky Splitter.
I guess they give you time in between in case you want to do anything. Finally, some gameplay. It's gonna immediately launch into another cutscene, watch. Ha! Called it. Of course, this might just be us showing up.
Looks like a lot of other visitors have also come to catch a glimpse of the Sky Splitter.
What's up, Mr. Jiao Cho?
No, it's nothing.
Do you see that airship in the distance? That's the Sky Splitter, the venue for the war dance ceremony.
It doesn't look all that impressive from this distance.
The Sky Splitter is actually a decommissioned Luofu military vessel. People aren't allowed on board until the war dance officially commences. Tomorrow, when the bell rings and the ceremonial cannons roar, I'll be there representing the Cloud Knights of the Xianzhou Luofu, standing in the ring, ready to take on challengers from all over the cosmos. Since I was a kid, I've been training in swordplay and the art of war under the general. Every day, I'd swing my sword 10,000 times, and then thrust it 10,000 times, repeating the process over and over. I understand that I'm not like other kids. I never envied the toys and freedom they all had. I never found sword practice boring or hard. Even in the thick of battle, facing down savage abominations, I never felt scared. Each day, I could feel myself getting stronger and stronger, and I racked up countless victories. It's the best feeling in the world. But then, I faced a really tough opponent. And just one slash shattered my confidence into 1,000 pieces. That's when I felt true fear for the first time. Maybe that's what Mr. Jiao Cho meant by life and death hinge on a singular moment. Every idea fades into nothingness. After that,
yeah, Blade almost
I
killed
had to
him
pick
last
up
the first
pieces
time
and
we were here.
try to put myself back together. But no matter how hard I tried, I
Unless he's
couldn't
talking
seem
about
to
something
find
else.
my old happy self again. I often ask myself, why do I wield my sword? If defeat is inevitable, why do I continue to fight? Is it to reclaim the joy of victory? To meet the General's expectations? Or to secure my honor among the Cloud Knights? While the General could teach me the art of swordplay, he couldn't teach me why I should keep on going. He said the reason must come from within myself. I've been struggling to find that reason. But after talking with you, Mr. Jiao Cho, I think I already have that reason in mind. As a member of the Cloud Knights and the General's apprentice, I've had a weight on my shoulders. And I know there's still more to shoulder. But when I wield my sword, it feels like I'm letting go of everything. I love the feeling of giving it my all. Facing any obstacle in front of me. Pressing forward. That's why I wield my sword.
Oh, Yenqing. So young, yet so grown up. By the way, how old are you exactly?
Age doesn't really matter. All sword masters will understand how I feel.
I get it. Looks like all the kids
Went to a
on the
therapy
Luofu live
session all
tough
by
lives.
himself. Yeah.
So, how about you, Miss Yunli?
It's not polite to ask a girl her age, no matter which Xianzhou ship you're on.
I'm not asking your age. I'm asking if you have a dream like Yenqing has.
You don't talk like a cook. You sound more like a TV host or something.
Need I repeat myself again?
Nice save.
I'm a healer.
Well, I don't have a dream like Yanqing does. The only reason I'm participating in the Ringmaster's Challenge is because I made a promise to my grandfather.
Did not sound like a cook. Maybe he's a therapist and he doesn't want to admit it. And that's why he came to see the kids. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna come and help these guys a little bit.
I bet you've got nothing better on your mind. My father was a craftsman on the Xianzhou Juming. Because of his foolishness, many innocent people fell victim to the cursed swords he forged. Since I was a kid, it's been clear to me that not everyone deserves to have a weapon in their hands. Giving them a sword is no different than being cruel to the innocent. So, whenever I come across someone unworthy of a sword, I can't help but want to take it away from them. Given that Yenqing is the War Dance Ringmaster, I'm stepping up to challenge him. To ensure the precious sword doesn't fall into the hands of an unworthy master.
Hey, what do you mean by an unworthy master?
I see. It's not easy for kids on the Juming either. Well, it's better to have a reason for wielding a sword than to be lost and confused. I've saved countless Cloud Knights in my life, and there are plenty of exceptional warriors, just like the two of you.
What happened, Mr. Jiaoqiu?
Oh, nothing. I was just reminded of some old friends and old tales. Judging from my professional perspective as a healer, both of you possess remarkable vitality. Your energies flow like raging fires and mighty gales. The upcoming fight will definitely be impressive. Well, we've seen the Sky Splitter and toured the Stargazer Navalia. I guess it's time to say goodbye for now.
What? You're leaving already?
Poor March.
Ask me about my dreams. I've been working hard too, you know.
It's getting late, Miss March. Unlike you lot, I'm a grown-up bound by responsibilities and duties. The tasks entrusted to me by the General won't complete themselves. By the way, Yenqing,
Laptop's on battery
is
saver.
it normal to have
Windows.
so many people wandering around in an
You're watching
automated
Twitch,
area
should
like
download
the
the
Stargazer
update.
Navalia?
Aw.
Actually, this is a restricted area. But since you're all guests, I made an exception, so you could take a look around.
I understand. Well, I'll take my leave. I wish you both the best of luck in the ring tomorrow.
I have a bad habit of pushing off Windows updates.
Seriously? I just spent so much time
Poor
thinking about my
March.
dream, but he didn't even ask me.
They're not
Now
gonna
that
ask
we're
you
done
either,
with our
March.
tour of the Sky Splitter, shall we continue with our training?
Why don't we take a day off?
I thought we were done for
you
the
want
day.
to secretly practice swordplay by yourself?
I thought you guys just finished sword training. What?
You know cramming before a fight never works out. For some reason, seeing the Sky Splitter has boosted my confidence. So, I've decided to conserve my strength for tomorrow. Alright, I'll take you out of the Stargazer Navalia.
Oh, hey, we get to move! Gameplay! We get to walk down the stairs. Gameplay. Oh.
Oh, just shut up, Red Fang. This is not a beast ship. I need some time to take care of things.
The sun has risen.
You willingly donned the skin of a lowly beast to join this mission.
I love that they let us walk a little bit. The sun is setting.
And now you're telling me you can't handle it? Do you realize how many ships we need? I'm doing my best, all right? It takes time to figure all this out. When the guns go off tomorrow, all eyes will be on it. That'll be our only chance. How's that? Who's there?
Who are you guys?
Wasn't this area off limits?
An impromptu inspection. Why are there outsiders loitering in Stargazer Navalia? And a bunch of kids at that.
Many Fox people.
Hey, kids. Didn't your parents ever tell you to stay away from the Stargazer Navalia? I know it's an automated facility.
Yeah, see, if you were from here, you'd know who this boy is, and you wouldn't be talking like this.
First of all, I'm an adult. Second, I didn't just break in.
Yeah, we flew here on a starskiff. Like, whoosh.
Her face! She's like, what?
Well, I'm not trying to tell you off, but this place is off limits to the public, you know?
Big sis, let's go. I want to play in Everhunt Plains.
I know he's faking, but that makes it funnier, because the girls are like, what?
Huh? Everhunt Plains? Yeah, sure.
Because he knows something's wrong, but still.
Shuha! You should have let me.
Shh, the overhaul is done, and everything looks good. We should leave.
Could you repeat what you just said, Yenching?
What did I say?
Big sis, let's go. I want to play in Everhunt Plains.
Come on. Can't you read the room? Something is definitely off about the 3 people we just met.
Yeah, anyone could see that. I just wanted to hear you say it again. That pink-haired fox tried to say something. I'm pretty sure he sensed something fishy. Since he's not familiar with this place, he just dropped us a hint. But you didn't seem to be paying attention at all.
I knew that from the beginning.
Stop arguing. Yeah, the Cloud Knight didn't recognize you.
That Cloud Knight didn't recognize Master Yenching at all. That's really weird.
What? Is he famous on the Lavu or something? Not even the Cloud Knights on the Juming, who all know my glorious name, might recognize my face.
You have a point.
No, Yankee, he actually
Cloud
runs a
Knight,
lot of stuff.
A member from the Skyfaring Commission, and a craftsman.
So they should all know who
From
he
various
is.
departments, and the reason for the overhaul seems legit. But one of them blurted out some weird language just now. Did you hear that? I have a feeling that if we secretly tail them, we'll definitely catch these guys in the act.
I don't know, they said they were getting out of
Follow
here.
my lead, and be careful not to blow our cover.
Oh, this isn't a stealth mission, is it? I'm bad at those. Ah.
Never mind who they are. Let's just film them.
During this mission, more conditions need to be met to complete a photo shoot. The required objectives are listed in the top left corner of the photo shoot interface. Oh, this makes sense, because March is a photographer. When all the photo shoot requirements are met, you can press the shutter to complete the shoot. Try to meet all the requirements if you can. Well, yeah. Take clear photo of the evidence. Ah. Boop.
We should have just killed those lowly beasts.
Rude.
Those little brats won't take up much space. There are boxes all over this place. Just dump them into one and no one will notice.
Everybody would notice.
Cut the theatrics, Grulock. Even the slightest slip-up could interfere with Lord Moktok's plans.
So where are we heading next?
To check the freight skiffs. We've got a lot of preparations to do. Also, don't forget to take those crates with you. Weapons, supplies. We've got to be well prepared. Otherwise, we're screwed.
So, are they smugglers? What exactly are they up to?
I have no clue, but they seem to be moving those crates. I've got an idea. We can hide inside the crates and follow them.
Find a suitable box to hide in. How about this one? With the, you know, mission icon on it. Taking advantage of the temporary absence of the group, you cautiously approach the crate and crawl inside.
It's so cramped in here.
I can hardly breathe.
Just hang in there.
You hear footsteps pacing back and forth beside the crate. If someone were to open the crate at that moment, they would certainly catch you in your ridiculous hiding position. Fortunately, that doesn't happen. The floating mechanism at the bottom of the crate is activated. You feel it begin to drift slowly forward. After what feels like an entire Amber era of holding breath in silence, you hear the sound of the crate touching down.
Let's just put the cargo here for now, all right? Then we'll move on to inspect the ships. Lord Moktok said that as soon as we're done, we're to board the freight skiff and leave this place.
Don't worry, I've changed the shipping schedule. You two, come with me.
Is it just me? I keep smelling that stench of lowly beasts everywhere we go.
Don't be so paranoid.
The departing footsteps sound like a signal, prompting you to breathe a sigh of relief.
Looks like they're planning to escape on the skiffs in Stargazer Navalia. They keep talking about their plans, but where do they come from? And what do they want to do on the Xianzhou?
They're definitely up to something bad. Wait, they disappeared. Let's catch up to them.
Yeah.
Tread softly.
I
breathe
hate
quietly.
these.
And make sure to keep an eye on them. Hide out of sight as soon as there's any sign of activity.
Hide. Ah, yes, ignore the smells by foxes because you have a better smell. Right? Wait, do I actually need to hide? I think...
Did he spot us?
Ah!
Quickly, hide!
Well, that was some timing. I guess if I get too close, they get suspicious. There's also a dude up there.
Don't be so paranoid. We're running out of time. Get over here!
Shuhard, I'm coming!
They're leaving. We should catch up to them. Quickly!
Yeah, I'm trying, but I don't want to get caught.
Watch out! They're on high alert! they up to? They're all wearing official uniforms, but I'm pretty sure they're not members of the Skyfaring Commission, the Artisanship Commission, or the Cloud Knights. This is way too suspicious.
Never mind who they are. Let's just film them. That way, if they do anything bad, we'll have solid evidence against them.
Look at this. A freight star skiff with enough room to fit at least 20 of my men. I'll let the others know and have them prepare more star skiffs. Once we're past the checkpoint, there will be beast ships waiting for us. Lord Moktok is ready. The revival of our ancient bloodline all hinges on this operation.
What did he just say? Beast ships?
Who's there?
It's those brats! I told you to get rid of them, but you didn't listen, you idiot! Wipe them all out!
Yay, gameplay!
Borson? Take 10 of you.
Adusa!
I love that they give us Jingyuan. Oh no, this is my party. Okay, interesting.
Here you go, Master.
Same thought.
Like that, huh?
Time for the
They
master
replaced
stroke.
my defense with March. Not
Show
happy
no
about
mercy.
that.
Let's play hide. Can you find
Don't
the
like they
answer?
didn't let me change my party. I thought they'd
Let's
give
play for
us
a while.
the trial party.
A foregone conclusion.
Like fire until everything burns to ashes!
Here, there's thunder.
Set the seas ablaze! You'll make good practice. Nice job!
Ow.
Recalibrating.
Gonna stream for some more time. Maybe? I'm not sure. I'm very tired. I might stream for a little longer, I just don't know how long.
Follow my charge. Conflict is pitiless.
How?
Let's play. Can you find the answer?
I'm not used to having either defense or a healer.
Here you go, Master! Set the seas ablaze! Did that hurt?
I forgot about the moon ray thing. Gonna go get your dinner. Okay,
There's no
be
time
safe,
to lose.
Somya.
Nice job!
Join
Time
the
to
battle.
show you what I can. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this!
Yeah, she doesn't hit hard at all. It's okay, we still won.
How is this possible? How did these Foxians change their appearances like that?
They're not Foxians, my dude.
They're not Foxians at all. They revealed their true form. They're Borison, just like the bandits I defeated on the IPC ship.
Wait, that means...
They
How did the
infiltrated.
Borison manage to infiltrate the Cienjo?
It's not just a simple disguise of wearing our clothing and shaving their whiskers. They're somehow able to alter their appearance to be indistinguishable from Foxians. They even have official IDs for the Skyfaring Commission, the Artisanship Commission, and even the Cloud Knights? Let me check this fake Cloud Knight's tag. Maybe it'll give us some clues. Blue an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad? Wait!
What's the matter?
I encountered a patrol officer named Lu Jun before. It was a few weeks ago, when we were transporting the Borison prisoners. If they can forge official identities and move around the Xianzhou without raising suspicion... Oh no, this is bad.
Even worse. If you find one cockroach on the Express, it usually means...
There are more Borison hiding on the Xianzhou. I bet their plan is much bigger than just stealing information. We've got to report this to the Seat of Divine Foresight.
Oh, are we swapping back now? Okay. Yeah. There we go.
I am glad to finally meet you in person, guests from the Astral Express. I'm Fei Xiao, the general of the Xianzhou Yaoqing.
Hello.
Let me introduce our guest to you. The one dressed in green.
He's the reincarnation of Imbibitor Lune, and the person behind him is the newest member of the crew. I've heard a lot about you.
Rude.
Outside the reports from the Law Fu,
Didn't
the
even let us
Skyfaring
introduce
Commission
ourselves.
of the Yaoqing has also gathered plenty of information about both of you. I've been eager to meet you face to face for reasons that I'm sure General Jing Yuan has explained, right?
Hear about what happened the first time we were here.
Straight to the point. I like it. According to General Jing Yuan's report, the Ruin Legion is to blame for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, and all Arbiter Generals should pay attention to the Ruin Author's movements. Over the years, the Destruction's minions have wreaked havoc on countless worlds, and the Alliance has been keeping an eye on them, but no one expected them to join hands with the remnants of the Abundance. The damage caused by the Ambrosial Arbor crisis was far less severe than expected, which is good news for us. However, it was quite different from the Ruin Legion's usual style of destroying life wherever they go. While I trust the bravery of the Divine Foresight and the Nameless, I'm curious about some details missing from the report. I'd like to take this chance to have an exchange with both of you. Let me be clear, the questions I'll ask might not reflect my actual thoughts, so please don't take offense if any of my questions seem a bit harsh.
Okay.
Please go ahead, General. But keep in mind we can only answer based on what we know. And perhaps you already have the answers to your questions in your heart.
You have a clever tongue. I like it.
Ah, I'm so bad at
Merlin's
these.
claw is quite articulate. Right now, her intentions are unknown, and Jing Yuan wants us to be honest.
I don't remember that shit that happened.
Maybe I'll just
It was
stick to
so
the facts
long
we know.
ago. It was so long ago.
Let's cut to the chase. Before the crisis struck, the Astral Express was guided here by a Stellaron hunter, a wanted felon, in an attempt to resolve the Stellaron crisis.
Yes. Kafka.
However, everyone in the cosmos knows of the Stellaron hunter's reputation. So, why did you place so much trust in them? Could it be that some of you have a connection with them?
Let's see. It all comes down to Stellaron. We're good guys. Raise her suspicion about your relations with the Stellaron hunters and Elia's prophecy. I mean, we originally chose to go because of the Stellaron, so I'm gonna say that.
Apart from the Law Fu, there are many other worlds suffering from Stellaron corrosion.
Because that's
For
the
example,
reason we went.
Yarilo 6, the world that the Express stopped at before reaching the Law Fu, was one of them.
Yeah. I forgot, this one doesn't have an auto, I have to actually
To the
click.
Express, Stellarons act as roadblocks on the Silver Rail and pose risks to the warping process.
You tell her, Don
And
Hung.
that's why dealing with Stellaron issues is part of the duty of the Nameless.
Ah, I've heard about those problems caused by Stellarons. The Express
Octave, you
connects
safe, Sonia?
various worlds, so it makes sense for you to take care of this. The cosmos is a mess, and the Trailblazers are just doing their best to fix it. I understand. Let's move on to the next question. The reports suggest that Don Shu, the master of the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus, colluded with the Lord Ravager and used the power of the Stellaron to resurrect the Ambrosial Arbor. But here's the thing. Don Shu was just a chief alchemist. Even if she colluded with our enemies and summoned the Stellaron, how did she manage to bypass the Videodara guards around the Ambrosial Arbor?
How would we know? I don't know. Why would I know that? That's a question for the Videodara from here, isn't it? I don't remember Don Shu, to be honest. I don't remember if we met them or not. I'm gonna look for the help, I guess. Skip. Oh. I don't really like any of these. I returned the previous round. No. I don't want to skip. I'll just do my best. I'm gonna say it was the Exile of Imbiber de Lune, because... No, that seems like attacking, though. I don't remember who Don Shu is. Oh my goodness.
If the Law Fu hadn't exiled Don Hung, leaving the Videodara with no leader, they wouldn't have fallen into chaos, and there wouldn't have been the opportunity to bring the Stellaron to the roots of the Arbor unnoticed.
Imbiber de Lune was
Ouch.
exiled due to his own crimes. Now, Don Hung, as his reincarnation, is free from his sins. However,
I knew that wasn't
why
gonna
did he
go
risk
well, but I didn't know what to
trespassing
do.
on the Xianzhou Law Fu before his exile was lifted?
I was concerned about the safety of my companions, so I acted brazenly. I admit I was reckless at the time, but...
But he returned despite everything. Now, let's consider the outcome. The Arbor was resurrected, and the Law Fu required a High Elder to repair the seal and suppress the Plague Mark. It's hard not to think about the stakes involved, right? According to the report, Lord Ravager Fantilia is the mastermind behind the entire conspiracy. She disguised herself as an ambassador of the Skyfaring Commission and traveled with you, only to vanish without a trace later on. It seems too convenient to label her as a scapegoat.
Fushuan, Fantilia. I don't think she was a Heliobus. We didn't know what that was at the time.
I was there, fighting Fantilia
Okay,
alongside
okay, I
General
think that was
Jing Yuan.
good.
But she absorbed the power of the Ambrosial Arbor and gained an almost indestructible physical
Because that's why she was a boss fight.
Perhaps that was her intention all along.
So, a pawn of the destruction wanted a flesh and blood body to live in. Interesting. That's quite a new perspective.
Yay, we did it. That always stresses me out. It's
Oh.
fun, but it stresses me
It
out.
seems that your answers have addressed all my questions. Generals, I am finished with my questioning.
So, what do you think, General Fei Shao? Have the doubts in the report been cleared up?
The two Nameless have been honest in their answers. Even though there are some tricky details, my intuition tells me there is nothing wrong. However, the 3 questions I posed earlier were not just for the Nameless, but for you too, General Jingyuan. First, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus grew uninterrupted on the Law Fu, yet the 6 charioteers were not aware of it. That was a dereliction of duty. Second, you believed in the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy and entrusted outsiders to solve the crisis, even granting them access to the Plague Mark. That was a dereliction of responsibility. Third, you insist on holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, putting the Lawfu back in the spotlight. That is a dereliction of wisdom.
Merlin's Claw. Is this your line of thinking, or the Ten Lords?
From the moment I walked in, I made it clear that the questions I'd ask might not reflect my actual thoughts.
Ah, so it's the 10 lords asking these, not her.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus were deeply rooted and had been plotting for a long time. I admit it was my negligence for not noticing it earlier. As for the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy, I didn't believe all of it, but in the end, the Law Fu did survive the Ambrosial Arbor crisis. So, I think it's safe to say that Elio's
It's
prophecy
weird to hear
about the future
him so hesitant.
holds some merit.
He usually speaks so
and as
fluidly.
for the war dance, do you think I'm unaware of the risks? However, risks can also be opportunities. The Law Fu has lain low for too long. I believe it's time to stir up the dregs hidden in the depths and wash them away once and for all.
Just as I expected from our sophisticated divine foresight. You have a way with words. I like it. But, unfortunately, ever since the report was submitted, the Alliance has been filled with rumors and speculation. Even within the Lawfu, there are people accusing you of neglecting your duties, resulting in the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection.
Rude.
So what are your thoughts on all of this, General Fei Shao?
As a fellow Arbiter General, I fully understand the difficulties of this position. Personally, I think all these rumors are meaningless drivel. Across the sea of stars, the divine foresight knows better than anyone else what happened on the Lawfu and the meaning behind it. Just as what happened on the Xianzhou Yaoqing recently.
You mean the Xianzhou Yaoqing is also...
The scouts of the Verdant Knights have sent back reports that Borisin are making trouble again. The Borisin packs that were once divided and scattered have started swallowing each other up, forming larger and larger packs. Moreover, there's an entity named
I love that they're doing
Malus
all of
behind
this
it
with
all.
us just standing there.
An entity?
According to the report, this entity isn't actually a Borisin. It's a woman claiming to be the messenger of the Master of Immortality. She's described as having 12 faces and 12 pairs of fangs, as cruel as poison and as elusive as quicksand. The Borisin believe she'll give them a chance to rise again.
That's Ventilia.
That's right. You're lucky that I'm the one who came this time. If it were the Patina Justice or the Seer Strategist, this conversation might not be so friendly. I've always had faith in my instincts, so I don't doubt your good intentions. But the Alliance has its fair share of questions and doubts about the Lawfu. So, my plan is to come up with an acceptable answer to satisfy the Alliance.
What's in this plan, General Fei Shao?
General Jingyuan, you already know what has to be done. But since you don't want to be the bad guy, I'll take care of it for you. You need the final word from the Ten Lords Commission to quell any doubts. And for that, I'll have to ask the 2 Nameless
Oh,
to
do we get to
visit the
go?
Shackling prison.
Are we? Oh wait, are we going to jail?
I'm not
Oh,
imprisoning you. While you're there, I'll ask a judge in the Ten Lords Commission's Interrogation Division to record a detailed testimony with the karmic mirror from both of you. We'll fill in the gaps that weren't covered in the report, and silence any protests within the Alliance.
I'm okay with that.
Your willingness to help is truly heartwarming, youngsters.
Then, as the Merlin's Claw requests...
Oh, there's one more thing. This testimony is for silencing the voices of opposition within the Alliance, but I would like to urge General Jing Yuan to listen to the pleas of the Foxians on the Xianzhou Yaoqing.
So, you are here for Hule.
Exactly. Hule is locked up in the Luofu's shackling prison. Since he is the broodlord of the Borison, I want to transfer him onto the Xianzhou Yaoqing and imprison him there. The recent movements of the Borison suggest they're planning something big, so we must act preemptively.
It makes sense to have the Foxians keep an eye on their arch-nemesis. Since you trust my judgment, I'll repay that trust. What do you think about all this, General Huayan?
I was worried this would turn into a heated argument, but it seems like both of you are on the same page, solving each other's problems. I couldn't have asked for a better outcome.
And as for Hule, I'll send my lieutenants Zhao Chou and Moza to check on his condition in prison and ready him for transport. If there are no more questions, shall we get this started?
Let's see. Now the question is, the issue is you never know what it's gonna pause. It's, do I want to continue or do I want to be done for the night? Because I am very sleepy. Okay, help done, got dinner, what you miss? Not much. We're being sent to prison, but just to give a testimony, we're not being jailed, hopefully. That was the majority of it. Essentially, all the generals are on the same page of helping each other. I'm just deciding on if I want to continue or if I want to go to bed. I guess we could go a little longer. We can at least go to the shackling prison first.
I'm really sorry about all this. But the testimony in the shackling prison won't take up much of your time.
Man,
I'll
we're all
call
going to
for
go
a
to the
messenger
shackling
to take you
prison.
to the interrogation division.
And then March and them are going to show up to
You
try to
just
do
need to
their
give your
report, and
testimony.
we're not going to be here.
And then you can head back. So no need to worry.
As you wish, General.
Big risk, it's a movie after all, I know. That's why I'm like, I'm not sure. We've had so much. Part of me feels like I should probably just stop, because otherwise we might be here for another 30 to 50 minutes. And my dog has been trying to get my attention for the last like 10 minutes, so I think he wants out. So I think we're gonna end it here. I'm sorry it's a very short stream. Hopefully after my homework I can continue again tomorrow morning, and we'll just keep chipping at the storyline. Yeah, I think we'll do that. So, thank you guys so much for joining. I know it was a very short stream, I'm sorry. Hopefully we'll get longer ones going again soon. But, yeah. I don't know if anybody I know is streaming right now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make it easier on myself and just end here today. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and I will hopefully see you very soon. Bye-bye.